Hello and welcome to Great Craps. Today we're going to do a 66 inside 2-hit regression strategy that might get you 50 bucks every time it works. Plus we're going to throw in a little Hardway parlay, a mini one, just to see if we can make some money off of that one. This is how I like to play the 66 inside when I do play it. And so with that, let's get right to the table. So first we're going to wait for a point to be established and go one more roll. So point plus one roll. Why do we do that? Well, we're trying to avoid that ever often PSO. We all see a lot of those on the table, especially with touristy players and things like that. So we're going to go point plus one roll before we start anything. After that, we're going to throw the dealer $70 and say, give me 66 inside and $1 on all the hardways. The dealer will set you up like this: 15 and 15 on the 5 and 9, 18 and 18 on the 6 and 8, $1 each hardway. What we want to happen next is a hit on any of these inside numbers, or of course a hit on the parlay. If we get a hit on the inside numbers, all of them are going to pay $21. We're going to take $1 out of our rack, make that 22, and say I want to pressure all of those numbers, or you can say make me look like 88 inside. So the dealer's going to add a unit to everything. Now you've got 20 and 20 and 24 and 24. Any one of those is now going to pay 28. So we get another hit. That's 2 hits. We've got $28. At this point, you're going to say, dealer, take me down. So we're going to take everything down. And let's look at what we got here. So there's 50, there's 60, there's our 66. And I think I got my chips a little off there. So let's try that again. 50, 60, 6. There's what I started with. And then I've got 25, 30, 35, 40. Let's drop my dollar that I had to put in. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, $49. People, close enough to 50 for me, right? So that's how we want to do that. At this point, we would just ride the roll out, wait for 7, start over. Meanwhile, we've still got our hardways working. Now, some casinos won't let you work the hardways without table minimum somewhere on the table. Some will. I've seen it both ways. I've played it both ways. But if they let you, then cool. Otherwise, maybe you could just make a table minimum come bet, or you could just pull them down. It's kind of dumb to make a table minimum come bet, especially if it's a $15 table, just to be able to keep 4 hardways up. Now, let's handle the hardways. If we get a hit on the 6 or 8, that's going to pay us $9. We're going to make that 9 look like 10. In other words, we're going to parlay it. And now, the next time it hits, that's $90, people. I'm all right with $90. How about you? If instead the 4 or 10 hit, that's going to pay us 7. We're going to make that 7 look like 8. And that is going to pay us $56. And I'm all right with $56 too. I don't know about you, but I'll take $56 all day. So if we get 2 hits up on the line, we got $49, close enough to 50 for me. Best case scenario, we get 2 hits on the 6 or 8, we get 90 bucks. And 4 and 10, 2 hits on that, gets us 56. I'm all right with that all day. So hopefully it works out like that. You can get a few of those and then time to go, time to walk. If you play this strategy for a long time, probably not going to work out, as most strategies won't. So this strategy, I think, playing it this way is kind of good for a choppy table where you're not getting a lot of long rolls. but you are getting some repeaters on the inside numbers especially, and maybe some hardways here and there. So all that being said, let's go ahead and clear this all off and roll it out. Okay, since this is a $70 per shot type strategy, we're going to do a $700 bankroll. So we got 500 here, 200 here. I got an extra 20, so I want some singles. So I'm just going to pull 20 out of that. And there we go, $700. And that's probably about how the dealer is going to give it to you. Maybe not all the singles like this, but you can ask, just drop them 4 reds and say, give me a barrel of singles. Kind of look at you funny, but you're the customer, so you should get what you want. If they do, or make a comment or anything, say, do you like tips? And then you get singles right away. So let's start off. I'm going to make this kind of easy by just dropping 75. First, let's go ahead and get a point. So that is, of course, step 1. So here we go, point. Of course, we don't get a point, and we're going to say we're not the shooter for this roll. So we got us a 5, 1, 6. The first one was a yo. I forgot to scoot it over there to the box where you can see, but point's going to be 6. So remember, point plus 1 roll before we do anything. So 3, 1, 4, which is fine. That wouldn't have helped us anyway. And so now we'll drop 75 in the come and say, dealer, set me up for 66 inside plus $1 on all the hardways. So first, I'm going to take those, get that change back because I dropped 75. So my change, drop $1 more in to make it 66. And let's set it up. There we go. And we're off to the races. So here we go. Next roll, got a hard 4. So right off the bat, we get one of our hardways. So we got a hard 4. Again, that hard 4 is going to pay 7. We'll turn our 7 into 8, just parlay it. 6, 3, 9. So we got first hit on the inside. That's awesome. So that is going to pay us 21. We're going to drop $1 from our rack and say, press me up, make me look like 88 inside. And off we go. 5, 3, 8. And there we go. That's the second hit we need. So that's going to pay 28. And dealer, take me down. So dealer's going to take us down on everything. This is a little bit of work for the dealer, so probably you should be making sure you're tipping. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and set up my next 66 so it's a little easier. They're going to sort of count it out like this for you somewhat anyway. So there's my 50, 65, 66. Set that off to the side. There we go. There's the money I want. So buttload of singles back to the rack. Put that in the win area there. And set up my 66 right here. So I'm ready to go for the next round. Now I still got my hardways out here working. So now we're just going to let it roll until it resolves. So 2 aces. Nothing for us there. And that is a 4, 2, 6. That second die rolled a little way there. But 4, 2, 6. And that's the point. So now I kind of have a decision to make. By the way, that loses my Hardway. And since we hit the 8, I just realized we lost our other Hardway there too. However, we're not going to reset these. I think I forgot to mention we're not going to reset these. We're just going to go up one time per round. If they don't get anywhere, we're not going to replace them. I'm not going to sit here and waste singles and slowly piddle away money on trying to hit this Hardway parlay. So now we have a decision to make. Do I want to start over? Maybe catch a long roll. I can do this again. I can repeat it. Or do I want to just stick with the original concept and wait for the 7 out? In this case, roll until we get a 7 is kind of boring. So let's go for another 66. So again, we want to get a point. 2 craps on the come out. So line away. 4, 3, 7. Giveth and taketh away for the pass line players. Still on the come out. Another 4, 3, 7 on the come out. And that one rolled, but it was a 4, 3. 5, 3, 8. Finally, we get us a point. So the point's going to be 8. I'll get it in there so you guys can see it. And point plus 1, remember. And so now we got a hard 8. So hard 8. So point right back. Puck comes right back off. We're still not doing anything. We would have been nice back to back. That would have been our $90 right there if we put that single back up. But like I said, we're not doing it. 5, 2, 7 on the come out again. 5, 1, 6. So we got a new point of 6. And we're going to go plus 1 roll. Point plus 1. And that's why. 5, 2, 7. So PSO finally. So even though I had decided to go out for another 66, kind of worked out. That was a fairly long roll, although not a lot of playable numbers, right? So new shooter. Let's dump the bowl. And we'll use all those guys. By the way, those would have lost on the come out 7s as well. So I forgot to take those down. But those would have lost on the come out 7s. So, and that's why, again, I don't keep putting them up, because those come out 7s will just make you put them up, put them up, put them up, put them up, and you're slowly bleeding away dollars here. So let's get some new dice. And let's go. Hard 6. 6 is going to be the point. And remember, we go point plus 1. So 5, 1, 6. So point hit right back. Buckshot, as they say. That's a 2, 2 hard 4. So 4 is going to be the new point. Point plus 1 before we put anything up. There's a midnight. So that's our plus 1 roll. Let's drop the dealer 66 and say, take me 66 inside. And I just realized I set that all up for 66, but I need my Hardways too, so we'll do that. So let me get 4 more out of my rack and get my Hardways up. So there we go. We're all set up. Shoot up. Let's get an inside number. 639, right out the gate, we get it. So that 9 is going to pay us 21. We're going to drop $1 and say, dealer, press me up to 88 inside. $639, right back on the 9. Nice. So that's going to pay us 28. And dealer, take me down. Leave up my Hardways. Let's see if I get this right this time. So we'll rack what we need for the next round. And there's my 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 48. I got an extra dollar in there somewhere. Close enough. So 2 rounds of that, I got $100. I'm up $100 minus some dollars on those hardways. So we're still in it. Got our hardways up. Shooter's still on, but we're off on the line. So, and there you go, 4-3, 7 out. We'll do one more round of this just for video's sake. But I think you get the idea, hopefully, by this point. And it's working out nicely, I would say. 3, 1, 4. So 4 is going to be our new point. Point plus 1. So let's go one more roll before we put anything out there. And we got a 5, 4, 9. So dealer, give me 66 inside plus the hardways, please. So we'll set the hardways up first. Well, I almost got it right. See, I knew I'd drop some dollars somewhere. So there we go, 66 inside, dollar on all the hardways. Let's go shooter. 4, 3, 7 out. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, right? So there you go, folks. You win some, you lose some. We'll stop the video there. I think you get the idea. Pretty simple, 2 hitting down strategy. Leave your hardways up if they allow it, and you still got some stuff working. What do you think? Let me know. Drop me a comment. And with that said, oh, hey, I just realized I forgot to do the count out at the end, just so everybody sees how much we made or lost. We know we won money because we hit it twice and lost it once. But here we go, right out of the rack. Let's see. There's 25. Drop that guy in there. Easy way to do this is just use your rack, folks. So there we go. Made a whole $4. I did something wrong somewhere. So no, I take that back. Let's see. There's our 500. There's 600, 700. There's 20. $1, 2, 3, $4. $24. So 2 rounds because of the 66, 70 really, netted $24 out of that. Thanks for watching. Great crafts.